Alright, you guys, this is the very first bonus video that I'm doing. Whoa, I'm already moving very fast, very fast. Okay, I'm in someplace different now. I should let you know that I'm doing this as a voiceover because I wanted to play but was unable to record audio at the time because it was kind of loud. When you have children, man, it makes things so difficult, so very difficult. You know, a recent study came out showing that people who have children tend to be more depressed, I think, have lower incomes overall. Like, there was all this, like, negative stuff about it. Oh, I'm down. I fell down. Down I go. Oh gosh, whenever I cough now, it's gonna be really bad, huh? Because my mic is so powerful. Powerful microphone is powerful. Yes, I hate studies like that, man. I don't know. They try to, like, okay, you explode. Ah, okay, lots of creepers. They try to simplify the world. Oh, there's one to the left. Oh gosh, ah. In a way that isn't really helpful to people. Now, the data itself, the numbers that they generate are often very helpful, but okay, I'm going up. How we interpret that data and how the authors of the study interpret that data tend to be not very helpful. And you know why? Because we live in an era... Oh, he's hiding there, isn't he? But he can't see me. I can see him. Ha! I hope the sounds are good today, perhaps. Yes, maybe. The last video I was getting some feedback from my headphones, actually, so you could hear some echoes of my gain sounds, my game sounds. You could hear it echoing. And I'm in this room now. Oh, I can't believe I actually broke that spawner. I was not expecting to break it. I did not break that one though, because this guy came after me. He ran away though. He was very scared. He was scared of the TJ. I've started to refer to myself in the third person. I think that's a consequence of the medium that I'm working in. But anyways. Yeah, what was I talking about? They tend to simplify things, and they're not very helpful, but the data is helpful, but the authors make these really exaggerated claims, and oftentimes it's not even the authors themselves, it's the media doing it. But this is a consequence of this, you know, like my brother talks to me about it a lot, that when you publish, and I have published, I have a couple of things that are published actually, so I've kind of sort of gone through this, but not really, because one of them was my thesis, and that's kind of usually your master's thesis is kind of a joke. But anyways, you have to come out with something new, something fresh, something that'll sell, especially because of the way that academic journals work. And so it forces people to make these exaggerated claims in order to get publicity and in order to kind of generate some excitement about their study or their paper or whatever. Look at that block off move right there. That block off job. I'm channeling BWO now. That's old time. Tyler, for you. I haven't watched BWO in a long time. But yeah, I used to like that whole... Gosh, how did it start? Get a day job, get a something job, and then it turned into get a everything job. That was a nice meme, I thought. A nice Minecraft generated meme. And perhaps that's not even Minecraft. That's not even, you know, Minecraft in Origins. Get a something job. I'm gonna hop over here. Yes, I am. Put a light down, block it off. That's how we do it. So far, this area has been I don't know, it's probably been my favorite Helicio area of all of them. It's vastly improved over previous areas that he has made, I would say. I saw all this cobble over here and I was like, okay, maybe that's something. And it just turned out to be a bunch of creeper spawners on top of cobble. But then I was like, hey, I could use the cobble. Let's go back and get the cobble. Let's blow up all the cobble using creepers and collect a bunch of cobble. Yeah, sounds good. Ooh, this is a house. This is a house that I like because there's things inside of it. And we're gonna jump over there, get my blocks out because I was worried I might fall. I like paying attention to my heart, my heart bar, my hot bar usage, my hot bar usage. Sometimes I get kind of oaky if you haven't noticed. Oh, blow up! There you go. Good job, guy. I love creepers. They're my best friends in this map. They also tend to kill me a lot, so in that sense, they really are my best friends in the map. Yeah, my hotbar usage. I don't know why I can't say that without sounding kind of southern. My hotbar usage, because you can often get a sense of what I'm thinking based on that. That witch. I saw that witch earlier. I think I cut that footage out, but I saw her earlier and I was like, oh gosh, what's going on? That's right, my keyboard was malfunctioning at that point, and I could not get out of my inventory. It was kind of not very nice. And then I remembered that there's this gas spawner over here, so I decided to head over here and kill this Enderman. And he went for a swim, and I heard the gas, and I was like, oh, I got this fishing pole. Let's use this fishing pole. And it didn't seem to work, and I was like, what the heck, man, this sucks. And then it worked, and I was like, oh, okay. Nice, thank you. Where you at, guy? I couldn't see him. While the glare has gone away for the most part, it's still hard to see sometimes. Get the emerald, and I think that makes, gosh, 8 now or 9? I don't know. To be honest. Break. And we go for a swim. I hate arrows in 1.8. I hope they fix that in 1.9. Like, I mean, you can clearly see there that I shot directly at him. But for whatever reason, the arrow, whenever it lands in water, heads directly down. Almost as though the water is like a solid block. Maybe it has something to do with them changing water mechanics. I kind of remember there being a change to water mechanics a while ago. I decided to head back to my base at that point. I think I also realized then that, or maybe it's later when I realized this, but that the fishing pole will always make you land facing a certain direction, which makes it not that useful. So, cool concept, but unfortunately I think Minecraft limits its usefulness. Dang guy. And then here I realize, okay, there's clay blocks. And maybe I realized that earlier, but whatever. Those signify spawners. And it works here nicely, right? So for, I don't know. You're going to have trouble with stairs and solid blocks, I would think. Or, I mean, stairs and transparent blocks. But anything solid, any kind of full block should be fine. And here I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's an anvil. It's an anvil, you guys. What do I repair? I don't know what to repair. And I ended up just taking the anvil and not repairing anything. I always try to head for the biggest house in an area, the biggest place, because usually that's where you're going to find the most mobs, which can really, you know, ruin your day. And it's also where you're going to find the best loot. So it's often best to head there first. I mean, that changes depending on circumstance. We have some fun here, by the way. Whee! I think it happens right about... I blocked this guy off. And I'm just like, oh, it's not going to hurt me. But boom, he knocks me off. And then I try to get back up there with the dang fishing pole. I'm still trying to use it at this point. Yeah, it's pretty, oh gosh, I'm down to a heart. I'm down to a heart. Let's get away from here. I did not want to use a potion because this is a bonus video, you guys, and those things are very, very, precious at this point in time. So instead I eat a golden apple, and I try to kill this skeleton. Boom! Oh gosh, dang guy. And we break the spawner, and we kill the skeleton, and we kill that skeleton. Dang guy was shooting me over that emerald, or that lime green wool block, whatever it's called. I also really appreciate that he's marked the emeralds in this map. One of my biggest criticisms of Ragecraft 2 was that you have such a valuable and kind of intriguing side goal, these emeralds, but they often seem to be placed in rather inconvenient and, well, I mean, inconvenient's good, but places where they could be damaged or lost completely. Like, I ended up not being able to retrieve the 16th emerald block because the way that you have to get it, it ended up falling in some fire that was nearby, which, it's Ragecraft, so it's supposed to be, oh, this is hilarious. Looks like a Three Stooges bit right here or something, I don't know. I just keep falling off this staircase. I can't get up the staircase. And that time it was my fault, but I think I make it up this time. Go, go, go! Yes, I made it. Finally, gosh. Dang, people. Always ruining my day. I think I just realized that my helmet's broken. Yes. Yes, it's really interesting watching yourself play. I get to do that a lot when I edit, but now having to talk about it at the same time is also really interesting, because I'm being forced to make observations about myself, which I do in in my head whenever I watch, but having to articulate them is a little different. And we found some goodies. By the way, I usually show the loot in a chest, but feel like that kind of footage is boring. But you can always pause it to see what I find and what I take. There's this witch here, and I'm just like, oh, kill the witch for a potion. Yes, please. Let's kill this other witch for a potion, but she poisons me. But we can still get a potion, but I didn't get one, I don't think. I used the antidote to heal myself. And I see this guy, and honestly, my thought was just, battle. Battle! And I think of, oh gosh, what is it, Mario Kart? Whenever you do the battle mode, and Mario says, battle, or whatever. I can't do it. My son can do a pretty good Italian accent, because he's played so much Mario Kart. So have I, but I just, yeah, I'm not very good at it. Battle? Battle? I don't know, whatever. Yes, and so I kill him, and I'm just like, oh, please have dropped some armor. Give me something good. Give me some goodies. Yes, yes, indeed. And I see the helmet there, and I'm just like, oh. Oh, enchanted helmet next to a cactus. Enchanted helmet next to a cactus. That dang zombie picked it up and tried to wear it, and I was like, no, it's gonna fall on the cactus. I just spit on my microphone, you guys. Okay, let's try not to do that. Yes. Helmet, and I pick it up here, and I end up wearing that for this round. I went back, dropped some things off, and then I come back to take on the castle itself, or whatever you want to call this, the fortress, the Pharaoh's temple. And I get confused. I'm like, where do I go? Maybe this way, that way? I don't know. Where do I go? That way? No, I've been here. I've been here, I think. Yes. Okay, let's go this way since it's blocked off. Probably haven't explored too much up here. And I love this kind of level design, where you have the spawners next to these really narrow places that players aren't prone to go. And so you're going to have mobs spawning there, even if the player places a torch down in the kind of main area of the room. And we continue on, and it's just chaos. And I see the spawner up to the right of me, and I light that one up. And I'm just like, woo, man, this is going to be fun. There's stuff everywhere, you guys. Is there stuff in here? Yes, there is. There's stuff in here. Yes, go. Okay. What kind of stuff is in here? Ooh, there's a chest. Let's look at the chest. Ooh, there's health. I like health. And there's nothing else as far as I can tell, so let's head back down so that nothing spawns. Kill the slaves. Because that's what I like doing. That sounds so terrible, you guys. In fact, I'm wondering if Helicio received any kind of criticism for calling them slaves. I don't know. It was something I was thinking about. As a, college professor, that's the stuff that I think about. And had he made them withers, it would have been probably even more insensitive, but whatever. Let's block that off. Let's block that off. Let's try to jump out of this creeper's sight. Did you see that? Good way to avoid creepers, man. Just get out of their sight. You can really use creepers to benefit. It's whenever they sneak up on you that they're going to kill you. And we kill everybody. I get it blocked down eventually, and we check this chest. But not before I check for traps. I've gotten a bit more conscious of traps, especially given my weak state. If you noticed in my last main video, that trap where the sand comes up and they shoot the mobs out, there's poisonous spiders and whatnot. I think it malfunctioned in some way, perhaps as a result of my placing blocks. But given my gear, I really need to watch out for those really dangerous traps that put me in jeopardy if I'm not ready for it. And given that I had just been attacked and swarmed by zombies and everything, I was trying to recover, so I didn't want to have a bunch of other mobs come out and try to attack me. And we're running along. We are doing well. I got kind of scared here, and so I jump up and try to get away, and that dang skeleton shoots me. I'm just like, okay, go in here. Whatever's in here should be better than what's in there. And I block it off, or at least I think I do. But nope, there they are. Oh, okay. Okay, you die. And there's a hole. And I like holes. Sometimes. Holes are good. I'm not going to comment on that anymore. Let's go on. And there's a chest. Oh, and I'm down. Okay. I meant to fall down there, by the way. I just was like, okay, it's dark down there. Let's jump down there. See what we got going on. Blow up. Whee! Okay. And I saw what seemed to be a bunch of guys coming out of water, and I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to have to deal with that. And dark room, so we go in, we block it off, and we light it up. And there's a spider. Dang spider. And a chest. And we're leaving. Okay. Very nice. We're getting towards the end of the video, I do believe. I don't recall if I find any more emeralds. I switched to glowstone here because I was out of torches, out of coal. I've noticed resources seem to be much more scarce, which I like. You have to do a lot more grinding on your own, which I would love to be able to do. Man, like, Ragecraft 3 came out at the worst possible time. The best possible time, given that Ragecraft 2 had just ended, but the worst possible time in that it's just probably the busiest time of the year for me. I'm being evaluated. I'm teaching twice as many classes as not as I've ever taught, but usually they were short summer classes, so I have 130 students and just got my first round of essays in. And yeah. What was I talking about? I forgot now. I'm too immersed in my own gameplay. Yes, and I came back to this room and I was like, oh yes, I remember this room. There's bad guys coming out of this room. Let's try to break into this room in the side. Let's block it off, and I thought I blocked it off, but I did not block it off. That happens a lot, it seems. It's hard to, you know, and I was like, gosh, usually your priority is to block it off, you know? It's better to do that rather than focusing too much on the mobs around you, because blocking it off will prevent more mobs. But that only applies so long as creepers are not involved. Otherwise, creepers will just blow things up like they might right here. Let's just jump around here and light things up. Whee! Okay, yes, you lit me on fire. Good job, guy. And I'm just like, let's get this rooftop lit up, and let's get out of here. And I'm down to 3 hearts at this point, and a lot of stuff is chasing me. I tried to battle them, but realized that I'm outnumbered, and so I jump off here and place some light down and head upwards into a creeper spawner, find some loot, thank you, and we continue on. Knowing when to retreat is very essential. I see this ladder and it freaks me out, you guys. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this looks like a trap. This looks like a very, very deadly trap. Let's try to protect ourselves here. And it's not a trap, so I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. Block it off. Kill the hunter. You might be able to hear my son behind me. But like I said, we're getting very close to the end. Let's grab this other anvil. And boop. Let's break it and let's go inside and let's kill everybody. I think I'm almost able to get through this without getting hit once. Yes, no, I am. Whenever I can avoid combat like that, that's why the regen effect seems really powerful to me, because one thing I think I'm pretty good at is movement. knowing how to work a room with mobs in it. If you watch my Eventide Trance, and yes, I'm gonna reference it in every single video in this series, just to give 3-2, I think, the recognition that he deserves. But also because it was just a fun map. But there's this one episode where I'm just like guiding all of these mobs around, and I talk about it being like herding cattle, and in some ways it is, you know. And we find another emerald here. So overall, I think I end up finding, gosh, 9 of the 12 emeralds in this area. So I'm pretty certain there's one up on the second layer if I were to swim up the waterfalls. But the other 2, I don't know. There might be one in the orange wool area, which was a lot of fun as well. But that means there's also one more somewhere in this main area that I have yet to find. This was also a really fun moment for me. I was like, I could run away, but you know what? Battle! This kind of really heavy combat where you're surrounded and stuff I really enjoy it in Minecraft. And knowing how to work your environment and where to place blocks and what move to make at a given moment in time can be a lot of fun for me. Not that I'm always the best at it. That Reaper moment in Ragecraft 2 and the subsequent 3 deaths, I think, all showed that poor judgment afflicts all of us. Alright, let's, excuse me. Let's head in here, and at this point I'm kind of realizing, like, okay, where have I not been? I think I've been everywhere in this castle, haven't I? I believe so. I started to head back down to the Pharaoh's room, and I'm like, nah, there's not going to be an emerald down there, as far as I know. Maybe there is. And, yeah. Anyways, you guys, I think that's going to be it for this very first bonus video. Let me know what you think about this voiceover tactic. I definitely talk a lot more, perhaps to the detriment of your entertainment. But once again, it's not going to be a normal thing as far as I know. Oh, okay. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.